Welcome everybody. I'm the Air Quotes Comedian, and this is the Polemics Podcast. Welcome. I was on an airplane a few hours ago flying to Minsk, and the flight attendant came up a few minutes after takeoff and gave me a small drink and some nuts. I smiled and said rather loudly, "What is the deal with airline peanuts?" She looked at me and said, "Ew! What are you, some kind of comedian?" Like she had trodden in some dog shit or something. Now, I wanted to cop off with this young woman, because everybody going about their day's work definitely wants to get off with a customer who's a crusty old never-was with questionable hygiene habits in an airplane toilet cubicle. I said, "Actually, I'm a multi-millionaire 90s rock musician, who's careful with his fortune, hence the reason I'm wearing shabby clothes, and also why I'm flying coach." She said, "You are a comedian, aren't you? With the kind of vocal tone that puts me on the spectrum somewhere between a conservative politician and a bloody paedophile." Well, I figured I wasn't getting my leg over with her, but hoping to regain some semblance of dignity, I replied, "I'm not a comedian. I'm just a man who has delusions of being a comedian." That wasn't comedy, it just had delusions of being comedy. What I said wasn't funny, it just had delusions of being funny. Women spend an awful lot of time and money fucking around with their default settings, don't they? They do their makeup so they resemble clowns. I mean, pretty clowns, but there's no escaping that Ronald McDonald vibe. They shave their legs and armpits and pluck their eyebrows. Ow! I understand that they do these things, perhaps from societal pressure. The pretty bird catches the worm, a sexist sentiment if ever there was one, because one too many magazines has cosmetics and pink shavers to sell, or maybe just because they want to look and feel their best. As far as I can determine, it's all a big fucking racket. Now, I'm not here to say what women should and shouldn't do, because that would make me a complete fucking idiot. Alright, I am an idiot, but at least I have a modicum of self-awareness. All I know is that I couldn't give a tiddler's toss whether a woman has a full-on 1970s style French porno muff or a Brazilian wax jailbait one. Again, ow! The good thing about feminism is what I think being a bloke doesn't matter a fucking jot. I'm just of the personal opinion that au naturel, i.e. the default settings, aren't anathema to people like me. People who, despite saying that women should do what they bloody well want, still seem to be prescribing preferred modes of conduct. I suspect I must be a bad Oh, wait. Phoebe Waller-Bridge did that line already. Men spend an awful lot of time and money fucking around with their default settings, don't they? Endless trips to the barber to get haircuts and gossip, fucking shaving every day, or, if you have a beard, trimming it. Some guys do the manscaping thing. I personally don't, as razors and genitals don't mix. I look down there, at the genital mutilation inflicted upon me as a child without my consent, and I think, you fucked with the default setting, didn't you? Well, thanks for fucking nothing, Mum and Dad. Why would you even do that? Alright, in truth I don't particularly give a fiddler's fuck about being circumcised one way or the other, but I suspect if you asked any uncircumcised guy if they wanted the old snip snip, they would tell you to fuck right off. Unless they were devout Jews or Muslim or something, and perhaps when confronted by a nutter with a scalpel, grinning like a drunk who'd escaped from the House of Lords, they might seriously consider atheism. If it's not broken, then don't fucking fix it, is what I'm saying. So far, so simple. just like my pea-sized brain. But, as we are fully aware, sometimes life isn't simple, is it? It's not always about the simple pleasure of seeing somebody punching Richard Spencer in his stupid Nazi face. No. Sometimes life is a tad more complex. Sometimes the default settings are just plain fucked up. Just ask any bloke born into a female body or a female born into a male one. Oh, and fuck off with that, well, I identify as an Apache attack helicopter shit. Christ on a trike. So, what's with public restrooms? Or, as they say in Britain, public lavatories if you're a bit posh, public toilet if you're normal, or public bog if you're me. You'd think that Auntie Audrey and her infant daughter are in the public shitter being threatened by some bearded heavy goods vehicle driver wearing a floral print dress to hear the transphobes tell it. What a load of bollocks. It's such an insane situation that even some cis female but butch looking women have fallen afoul of public toilet policing. You know, from the Karens who think that Missy looks slightly too masculine for them to share the communal pissing and pooping place. I have a solution to this problem. Oh yeah, I'm not just about taking the piss and moaning about shit. That was a clever contextual line just in case you're a bit thick and missed it. Oh no, I occasionally put on my thinking cap and come up with ways to solve issues. So what have we got? We have the female toilets, the male toilets, the disabled toilets. So, we just need a fourth kind of toilet where all the fucking transphobes can go to do their business. A trough in the floor will do 'em, with some planters with dock leaves or something in lieu of toilet paper. Let's make being transphobic as fucking as uncomfortable and as shaming as it can possibly be. While we're about it, let's give the transphobes their own water drinking fountains. Oh yeah, it's the back of the bus for these fucking cunts. Because at the end of the day, aren't transphobic people really just asking for special treatment? Fuck it, let's give it to them. The ultimate irony of it all is that they're the kind of people who say the transgender people are the ones asking for special rights and privileges. No, they're fucking not. Having equality and the protections enjoyed by the rest of society isn't having special anything, you utter cretins. Well, let's see. I've offended men, women, transphobes, transgender people, Nazis, Jews and Muslims, my mum, my dad's dead so he can't be offended, and the English language. My default setting would appear to be major arsehole.